I used to hate the gym. Now it's my sanctuary. And here's how I got there. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, all about health and wellness. It has been just over 1 year since I got started in the gym, and so I thought I would share with everyone how I built my ideal gym routine that I love, that gets me so absolutely excited to get to the gym. I never used to enjoy going to the gym, so this is going to be a story all about how I turned movement into medicine. So if gym feels like a punishment, this video is for you. So a bit of a backstory into me. I wasn't always a gym girl or someone who was athletically inclined. I had a gym membership, but I never really used it consistently. I think there were many reasons for this. I felt very intimidated walking into the gym with all this equipment and seeing all the gym bros. I felt very inadequate and that I was going to be judged. I felt the gym was very overwhelming, that there was quite a knowledge barrier to get started. Because of all these things holding me back from the gym, I was quite inconsistent with it. I never really had the chance to develop the habit to enjoy it. So I then moved to London in 2023 and my health and fitness became my last priority. I was just super focused on settling in a new country, and so fitness was on the back burner for me. And then in February of 2024, a lot of things were just going on in life. I felt a lot of my past hurt was triggered, and I felt like I just needed to make a change. In the past, I rarely used movement as a form of punishment, but this time I found myself turning towards exercise as a form of self-soothing. So I decided to get a membership at a budget gym, and I got started with doing lots of cardio and floor exercises. Eventually, I started dabbling with weight training, and in a way, it's kind of addictive. You start to see better results, you feel better, stronger, and it becomes this motivation loop to train. That was how I got started, but then I needed to build a routine. Personally, I have never followed someone else's routine or workout plan. How I built my exercise routine is I watched countless YouTube videos and TikToks on exercises, on training specific muscles that I wanted to grow. And I tried those exercises out in the gym. I found the ones I loved. I found the ones I hated. And let me tell you one of my top tips for consistency in the gym. You do not have to do the exercises you hate. When you are constantly dreading going to the gym because you hate doing your exercises, you are not going to build that habit. But when you find the exercises you genuinely love doing, it makes the gym such an enjoyable experience for you while still being something that's challenging. So that is all about how I discovered the exercises I love doing. But then you need to build your routine around the exercises. For my routine, I need a lot of variety. In the gym, I love doing strength training, but I also love flexibility and mobility. But I practice variety in my fitness even outside of the gym. So for example, doing Pilates, yoga, going for walks, runs, hikes, doing social sport with friends. I find that when you have fitness and wellness outside of the gym, it leads you to enjoy it all the much more. Something also really important to me is having mood-based flexibility with my workouts. It was so important that I built a routine that flowed with my life and not against it. And it was important for me to show up as my body needed in that given moment. That helped make gym a release and a safe space for me. And that's something I craved, not only for my physical well-being, but also for my mental well-being. Another part of designing my ideal gym routine was making sure my environment felt good. So what that means for me is having some high energy music playing in my earphones to really set the mood and get me in my zone. Another way I made my environment feel really, really good is I made friends in the gym. So whenever I go there now, I get to wave to a few people, have a chat. If I need someone to check my form, they can. It makes you feel a lot less alone. You feel a lot more welcomed. And then of course, you need to be in the right environment physically. What that meant for me was choosing a gym close to my work. Having my gym close to my work and going straight after work to the gym created such strong habit around the gym and really showed me the importance of having your pre-gym rituals. Some of my other pre-gym rituals include packing my bag the night before, a good night's sleep. For me, I always need to eat something before the gym, otherwise I feel weak. I like to have maybe eggs, banana, any form of protein will work really. And a very important thought I had when starting my gym journey is I told myself, all you have to do is walk to the gym. And then once I had entered the building, I told myself, all you have to do is get changed and go upstairs onto the floor. And then I told myself, all you have to do is warm up. When you break a very daunting task, like going to the gym, into smaller pieces, it becomes a lot more manageable for your brain. It no longer seems like this big overwhelming task, but just some small little steps you need to take to look after yourself. I view gym as an experience. I like wearing cute workout sets. I view it as a time where I get to connect with myself and my body. And then I always treat myself with my post-gym rituals as a method of positive reinforcement. So I might grab a protein shake afterwards, or a coffee or matcha, or get myself a nice meal packed with protein afterwards. Not only are you getting that dopamine your mind naturally gets when you complete a goal, such as going to the gym, but you're also getting the dopamine from a nice meal or a nice drink. And so you're kind of in a way hacking your brain to just love going to the gym. Everyone that goes to the gym is going to have a different weekly split, and I believe you need to find your own and find one that works for your lifestyle. I know for me, I'm very busy with work. So for me, my split is all about prioritizing strength, but also rest and recovery. So my minimum split is I do 2 leg days a week and I do 1 upper body day a week. Now, if I find time for another gym session, I will squeeze one in, absolutely. Or maybe I will practice another form of fitness. Like by having those 3 sessions in stone, but then having the flexibility of my other days to maybe be tired or to maybe experiment with a new fitness class. It helps keep my fitness routine fun, fresh and exciting for me, while also making sure my body is well looked after. My split is all about showing up for myself as needed in the given moment. If I'm not feeling up for a crazy intense session, I won't have a crazy intense session. I find that being gentle and considerate to your body is such a strength in itself, and it will pay off on those days where you can give 110%. And this is all why I have fallen in love with the gym. For me, it's so much more than a physical exercise. It is an exercise of connecting with myself and understanding what I need. It has changed my relationship to myself and my body completely. And I have never felt more at home in myself. So as you can see, the whole concept of discipline has transformed for me into the concept of self-devotion. I went from viewing working out as a punishment to viewing it as a privilege to move my body. And that privilege to move my body has now become a part of my identity. Another mindset change the gym has made for me is it has taught me how beneficial it is to be new at something. I've been going to the gym now for just over a year. If I look at myself a year ago, she knew absolutely nothing about the gym. Now I know so much, but I know I got still so much more to learn, and it's just such a special journey. And going on about the point I made about viewing working out as a privilege, I also view it as an investment into my body and into my long-term health. I know the strength training and the mobility I'm doing is essentially me just working out for my future self. But I think one of the biggest secrets to my gym routine is that my health and wellness is so much more than lifting weights. My health is who I surround myself with. It's the books I read. It's the nutrition from my food. So I've realized becoming a gym girl wasn't about the abs. It wasn't about the aesthetics. It was about an inner revolution, becoming someone I trust and someone who shows up for herself. If you're struggling to stay consistent in the gym, remember that you mustn't fit a routine, but that routine should fit you. The gym is an art of trial and error, but once you get it right, you'll really find something beautiful in yourself. Send this video to one of your gym buddies, or perhaps a friend you know who's getting started in the gym, and tell me one of your gym goals in the comments. And I can't wait to hear from you. So thank you for watching this video. I hope this gave you some helpful advice on how to get started in the gym. And remember that habits and routines are built day by day. I believe in you, and you totally got this.